Hey guys, knife detector. You might be asking yourself, why am I punching a cup? Well, check this out. Look at this beautiful NEXTORCH AR torch with 1600 lumens, okay? This is made by the company NEXTORCH. It's an AR torch, 1600 lumens, and look at this right here. This serves a function of similar to a brass knuckle. Now, obviously this is not brass. This is like really heavy duty aluminum. So one of the things that we're gonna be talking about is why I was punching that cup. Well, this is a tactical flashlight. It's made to be used for law enforcement, security, military, in case you actually have to use this feature right here in a self-defense application. And in a self-defense application, you're punching with these two knuckles most of the time. So you're putting right here, this finger right through there, and it's right there where this knuckle would be, about that area. So I wanted to test it. And by the way, a disclaimer, don't try this at home. I am a trained professional, so please do not consider doing this experiment at home. As you can see, I wore eye protection. Everybody involved wore eye protection. So I did that to show you if it's functional. And we're gonna look at any damage that was done to the AR torch, and if any, and we're gonna see more or less, you know, what kind of damage it did. Now, aside from that, you know, we're gonna notice another break, because guess what? I broke two cups. I broke two. So I only showed you one so far, so stay tuned so you can see the next one. Then I'm gonna explain why I did that one. See, this has another unique feature. These little dots right here, they look like they're glass breakers. So we're gonna look at it. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, obviously, I already opened this up, right? So I used it, right? So let's look at first what you would get. Now, what you would get first is this tiny little tag that would be affixed right here, and it's telling you that there's a little barrier inside when you charge it. So to charge it, you would unscrew it, and this comes with a very powerful battery, okay? Now right here, there's a little plastic tab, mine was red, where it prevents it from making contact, so it won't waste the battery during shipping. So you already have some kind of a charge, very close to a full charge. When you open this brand new out of the box, you can already use it. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I like this particular flashlight. I go walking sometimes at night, and I do that later on in the video. I take a little stroll around my neighborhood. You know, there's been drive-bys, there's been gang fights in my street. There have been all kinds of things that have happened in my neighborhood, and it's good to have some type of measure of protection. You know, if you don't have something more stronger than this, at the very least, it's nice to have this in your pocket. So we're going to take a look at this flashlight. You see where you're holding it in the ring, and you see where this little knuckle right here, kind of like a knuckle duster, is there to help you in case you happen to need it right there. So I use that in this application right here. This first part is just practice, because it sucks to miss. So you want to get it right the first try, especially when you're breaking something like this. Just a little more practice so we don't run out of cups. Okay, here we go. Let's send it to cup heaven. Got it. Okay, so you saw what I did, and let's look at the damage. As you can see right here, we see a little bit of paint has come off. That's actually a little bit of a gouge, as you can see that right there. It's a little bit of a gouge right there into the aluminum, because this isn't brass, this isn't steel, this is aluminum, and that's why the flashlight is so light. Now right here, we also see that there's some white substance there. That could just be ceramic, broken ceramic from the cup. Let me rub it off, see if it comes off. Yeah. If we rub it off, we can see that there are some scratches. And there's a little bit of dents and a little bit of malformation, not too much. But if you hit somebody with a piece of aluminum, or if you have to defend yourself in a self-defense situation, God forbid, you know, if you strike something like steel, metal, anything like that, you're going to have malformation on aluminum. But it's protecting your knuckle. Instead of using your knuckle, you're using that, okay? So before we go any further, I'm going to set this down. You're also going to get instructions on this. And I'm going to go over a couple of the features right now. So this right here is a very easy way to turn it on. As you're holding it, all you have to do is push up. And by pushing up, you get the first level right here. You don't get the full 1600 lumens, but this is the first stage right here. Very powerful still, good enough. I believe that the accepted standard for a tactical flashlight that you might use in a self-defense situation would be somewhere between 800 and like 1500 lumens. Well, this has 1600 lumens, okay? So this is more than acceptable. It's pretty good. Now, this is level 2. Level 2 is really, really strong, okay? Level 2 will hurt your eyes. It will cause damage. You know, you do not need level 2. For a tactical flashlight, level 2 is really all you need. It's very good. Now, in a little bit, if you want to stick around for the rest of the video, I walk around my property using the tactical flashlight at night. This is level 3. Level 3 is still even more powerful. And already at level 3, it's generating heat. So much heat that I don't want to point it too long at this nylon mat they gave me. That's super nice. But this is a level 3. Look how bright that is. Just reflecting off of my wedding ring. It is extremely bright, and I guarantee you it will feel warm on your hand. If it's winter, this will actually make your head feel a little warmer, but don't keep it for too long because it will burn you. It's that hot. This is the next level, which is a strobe. This is a strobe in level 3. This strobe is amazing to cause confusion on your opponent, or if you need to get away, run away fast, or strike, right? When you strike, using this, confusion, strike, and again, this is a self-defense application. And turning it off, you can just move forward, or you can scroll back through the different levels until you get to the off position. It is the simplest thing in the world to use. That's what I love about this. Now, another reason why I broke another cup, right? And I have like hundreds of cups, advertising, people that send me cups, whatever. So I broke a couple that were inconsequential to me. Check this out. This also has thumpability in another form. You see these teeth right here? These really will bite you. And I went ahead and I used these teeth in a different application because I believe these right here are glass cutters. Not basically glass cutters, but glass breakers, I'm sorry. And you see right there, I see no visible damage, I don't think. Oh, here we go. There's a little bit. No, that was just something stuck on there. Okay, no damage at all right there. And look at those tiny little divots right there. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. And so right there, I decided to try the glass breaking application. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did. Again with the practice. Remember, don't try this at home, guys. I am a trained professional at breaking mugs. Sending another one to Cup Heaven. Coming right up. Okay, so tell me what you think about that in the comments. You might think I'm crazy. You might think it was overkill. You might think that I'm wasting good cups. But in any case, let me know what you think. And if you want one of these bad boys, because let me tell you, this is a bad boy of a flashlight, okay? It's not something you're going to wear on your hat. It's not something you're going to wear on your shirt. It's got a little bit of weight. It's not too bad. I believe it was like 4 ounces or something that it weighs. But this bad boy right here, this will do some damage, as you can see, okay? So having this in my pocket when I'm going for a stroll at night gives me just that little extra measure of comfort right there. NEXTORCH, that's the brand, NEXTORCH, okay? This is the AR torch, probably because it looks very tactical, like an AR-15 assault rifle. It kind of has that look to it. And so this is called the AR torch right here. I don't know if that's why it's called the AR torch, but it's decent enough that this looks like it would be very comfortable in the military or in police applications. So super, super nice. I like this quite a bit. All right, guys, so stay tuned for the rest of the video, and you're going to find out that I did a little stroll. I didn't encounter anything too spooky, but I'm going to see if I can find some spooky music in there just to show you. Thanks, guys. Oh, by the way, please like and subscribe. And if you happen to want one of these beautiful bad boys, check out the link in the description. If you check out the link in the description, you're going to find that it's going to be at a great price. You're going to use the code KNIFEDETECTOR10, and it's going to get you an even better price. Check out the link. Support my channel. Like and subscribe. Thanks, amigos. Okay, guys, there is nothing scarier than a power outage. And sadly, if you live in Texas like I do, they happen quite often. So if you happen to be out there in your home trying to protect your family and you hear voices in the night, or you have to check something out, it's nice to have something by your side. So this is my fig tree. And my figs, as you can see, are starting to grow. I was looking for spiders, but no spiders out tonight, thank God. Sometimes we have a season here in Texas where there are just spiders everywhere, but not tonight. So let's take a little stroll on my property and a little ways down the street. Yeah, no spiders here, but look at those beautiful figs. When they start ripening, they're gonna be delicious, let me tell you. What's over there? Oh, I was hoping to run into a possum tonight, but it looks like the most you're gonna get to see are some kitty cats. Way over there where my cement tables are. Oh, there's one. Yeah, believe it or not, that's not a possum. It's one of the neighborhood stray cats. We have many of them. As I'm walking through the property, I'm trying my best not to fall in a hole. I have some holes I'm digging for a fence I'm gonna put up, so I've gotta be careful of that. And that's a beautiful swing that a friend of ours made for us. And, you know, he makes swings. So my wife wanted one for a long time. It's good not to run into stuff. So this flashlight, as you can see, my neighborhood can get pretty dark. Now, typically I have a lot of lighting in my home, but I decided to turn off all of the lights and show you how dark it can get, except for that one. I left the rosary light on. If I turned on the lights, you'd be able to see very clearly, but I turned off the lights to show you just how spooky things can get around my property. So as I'm walking down my driveway, you know, going down this street, right here, I remember being about 22 years old and two rival gangs wanting to get into a fight right here as I was getting home from work. Crazy. I've had crazies coming to knock on my doors at 12, 3 in the morning. I've had police banging on my door because my neighbor's house, unfortunately, sadly, was on fire. And this is what you're about to see right here. Neighbor property that I had actually caught fire, and I was helping to put it out with my water hose and my nozzle, which actually extended pretty far, but by that point, the house was too far gone. And unfortunately, 2 of his pets perished, but everybody in the family was safe, thank God. The police were banging on my door, telling me to put the fire out on my fence, which had also caught fire. We put that out and helped as much as I could. But yeah, you never can tell what's out there. And when the power goes out, the grid goes down, it's nice to be able to have a reliable flashlight to depend on. Let's go back home down the street. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. When you subscribe, when you like, when you share this video, you're helping my channel. You're helping me to bring you more great content. Take care, amigos, and God bless.